Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Hyperantic server. How is everyone doing? I hope you are doing well. Hope your Christmas and New Year's went well. How did mine go? Not quite sure yet. We're getting recording started for the new year before all of that has begun because we've just got some time to do it. Now, what are we doing today? Well, it is time to progress to the next level. Here at the base, we need to get an automated method of ore collection going. I'm tired of mining, so let's automate that. And we're going to be using environmental tech. So let's get started. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be using environmental tech for the ore mining and also some basic power generation. Now, before we get into that, I just want to call your attention to something that is right around my neck. Isn't that weird? Let's just cut around a little bit there. You see that? That's just strange. That's part of the new model, I guess, for Ender IO. If we go back here, we'll bring back our HUD as well. Let's go into our baubles, and you see, I've got an electromagnet. That's something I did off camera, so a little bit of progress there for you. It's just nice to have this thing automatically pull the items into my inventory. So yeah, there we go. It's just funny that that's where it puts it. Very odd indeed. Other things around here you may note, we've got the enchanter and an experience obelisk. Remember all of those levels that we got? Yeah, I've just stuffed them into there. Anything else here? Project here, project there, project back there. I'm not going to tell you about that. That's not for now. We've also expanded a little bit. We've got some more of our machines right here, and I'm currently working on some coal coke. Now, before we get into the stuff, you know what? Let's just do this. What we need to do is we're going to go into environmental tech. We're going to play around with this mod. It's a really cool mod. It's got a couple of different ways of generating RF. You can do a lightning rod, which is kind of interesting, but you have to wait for lightning strikes. I don't quite want to do that yet. So we're going to go with solar arrays. We're going to eventually we're going to be working towards a solar array tier 2, but to do that we have to do some of this tier 1 stuff first. So it's just something to keep in mind. We're going to work on a solar array tier 2, and then we're going to work on a void ore miner and a void resource miner as well. And we're just going to go with tier 1 for the time being. It's lower RF, and it's a little bit cheaper in terms of the overall materials required. So that's what we're going to be working on, just to give you an idea. This tells you the recipe that you need. You also happen to need the ore miner controller, and then you'll need the solar array controller as well. So that's something to keep in mind. I've got the entire project lined up here. So first things first, we need structure blocks. We need tier 1. We're going to need 24 tier 1 structure blocks for the ore miner. And we're going to need 24 for the solar array tier 2. So let's just grab those. Then we're going to take half of those. We're going to make these structure block tier 2s. All right. So we're kind of working on 2 sets of machines at the same time. All right. Now the next piece for the solar array is a bunch of clear glass from environmental tech. It's not an ore dictionary, so you can't grab it from, say, Ender IO or anything. You have to make this. So mixing some nether quartz and sand, we get enriched sand, and then we're going to plug that into here. That's my automated, I guess sort of automated. Automatically pulls from there and then automatically pushes into there. Next order of business is not to click our environmental tech digital guide, but let's come up here and see what we've got. We're going to need some photovoltaic cells. Okay, and then how's this doing? Got all 11? Excellent. Come over here to this one, and this is where we start getting more. Oh, I see what happened. Interesting. Okay, so this should go up to 24 each. I've got one extra. Weird. How about this one? Let's try and get all of these done like so. And like so. Oh, I see the problem. Now, how about that one? How many do we have? We have 24 of the solar cells. How about here? Solar array, go. 25 solar cells. That means that we are missing some, let's see. What do we need for that? At environmental. And then this guy, iron and redstone. Not too bad. So we'll get that. And iron. Iron. There we go. That's not all the iron I've got. I've been converting it down or compressing it down to the blocks. So shouldn't be a problem there. We should be able to grab this. And now we've got 25. Excellent. Moving on. We're going to need some modifier cores. Ooh, okay. We get an achievement for that. Awesome. We need 2 of these controllers because we have to put those into here to get the tier 2 controller. And then over here, we're going to start working on the void ore miner. So we need some machine bases. And then we have to get a lens. And what we're going to be working on specifically, you can change the color of the lens, kind of like the Mine Factory Reloaded. What is it? The laser. I never did this one, the laser miner thing. And you could change the lens on it and get different types of ores out of it. So we're going to take that clear lens and we'll be changing the color to white. We also needed those laser cores, and then we'll just jump up here. And what do we do at this point? We take that clear lens, and then we can get the void ore miner controller tier 1. Okay. And then here is the lens that we're going to be using. We're going to use white because in particular, I'm looking for nether quartz and dimensional shards, both of which are increased as a result of the white lens. Let me just show you that real quick. We'll do dimensional shard ore. You notice here we can get it from the void ore miner. You can also get it from RF Tools Worlds, but we're not quite there. We don't have an RF generation that we need for an RF Tools World. So this is what we got. With a clear lens, you're going to have a 1.01% chance of getting a dimensional shard ore block. And with the white lens, 5.18%. So we definitely want to increase that. Oh, and a tree just grew. Awesome. Let's get our white lens there. And then the assembler is going to help us actually assemble this whole thing. And we might get some comments from the Peanut Gallery. Nope. Armitage and Tio Lone Wolf also on the server with me today, which is pretty cool. And then we're going to grab this. I've already done all the resources for the resource miner. So we're just going to do that like so. And we'll grab this chest as well. Okay, I probably should just be standing on top of it and doing this, but oh, progress. Progress is terrible. How about this? I need an axe. That's what I need. I've got a lumber axe. If I was to use the lumber axe on that chest, it would tear out the whole tree. And we definitely don't want that. Now it is nighttime again. So let's just go ahead and sleep. And I can show you some more progress that we've done since we were last together. And there we go. And it's over this way. You can kind of see it on the map coming into view. Since we were together, I showed you this island. This is going to be our home base. And then over here in the center is where we're actually going to build the home base. And I've outlined the 3x3 chunk area. So it's 3 chunks that way and then 3 chunks that way. So I've lined it up. We're going to be using alabaster as our primary resource here for the overall look and feel, which is pretty cool indeed. So now what we're going to do is take this void ore miner and we're going to set it up. I probably should have gotten some blocks to help me. We're going to be eventually mining this whole thing out. There we go. Now, the thing to remember with the ore miner and the resource miner is that it has to have a clear line of sight to the bedrock down below. And so if we just go down here real quick. You can see I've already dug this thing down to bedrock. So we're going to have a clear line of sight. Now, what I want to do primarily right now is get the ore miner going, and then we can work on the, I'll probably work on the resource miner off camera because we don't have a wide enough area for that at the moment. But let's take the, no. Which one? This one, and we'll put that right here, and then we'll grab our shovel and clear out. I don't know how much space this thing is going to need. I probably could check this. Ore miner. We're going to need 7 by 4 by 7. So that's what, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's plenty of space. And then what we do is we take this assembler. From what I've seen, we just right click on the whole thing and it grabs from my inventory. And let's see. Is it complete? Okay, it looks like we're missing blocks required. No, that's not what we wanted. Controller tier 1. Maybe machine bases? Maybe that? Something doesn't... Oh, I see why. It doesn't automatically replace grass blocks. Interesting. Okay, okay. I can deal with that. How about now? Okay, that is maybe what we need. So next, maybe what we should do is go with the solar panel controller. And what I want to do on this one is put it on top of that guy for the moment. And then we'll take our controller, put it right there, and then same thing, you just right click and it should build the whole thing around you. And did it do it? No. I did not get tier. Oh. I see what happened. This thing took my tier 2 and put it where I was expecting. Okay, so what we need to do is do this. Okay, how many of these do I have? Let's try this once again. And that should be now creating RF. It's filling this one up. And then what we can do is fill in with the blocks there. And then we'll put a chest right there. And do we get items going in? This is the part where I'm not sure. Okay. Aha. So we get an achievement for it. And how about now? How's this working? Multi-block assembly complete. And we've got RF being generated, which is great. But there is no laser below. So why? Why? Let's take a look here. We might be missing something. Void ore miner comment. The bottom laser core must be able to see bedrock. Any block below laser core must let light through. Okay. Multi-block position. There's no laser. Do you see that? So let's come down here. Ah. try that. There we go. Excellent. Okay, so we now have a laser. You can see that. And we've got apatite ore. So this thing's going to have to run for a little while. Why did it not pick up? Oh, because I'm going to be setting up another one somewhere close by. So maybe right, what, 7 by 7, right? So we'll come over here. And what I really need to do is dig down to bedrock once again. And we'll bring in some more of this this thing for the resource miner. So got to dig to bedrock, and then I'll get some energy conduit and pull from here. How's this doing? Plus 3,200, even with this thing running. So not too shabby. So what I need to do, I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to dig this thing out, and we'll get that resource miner going and connect it up to our RF right here. And that means that we are well on our way to automated ore collection. So this is a good thing. So I'll be back in just a moment. This thing is so fun. All right, so I've built this thing. I've built the resource miner. Okay, we should be good to go there. And then I've gotten some Ender energy conduit, which hopefully works like so. Will this in fact work? Okay, so we got that. All right, that's building up. Excellent. And we've got some white hardened clay. Awesome. The reason why I've got a white lens on this one, I want to stay above ground just in case there's been a creeper. Hector just joined, and he just slept as well, but it was dark for a bit. I don't want anything blowing up my area. All right, so I've got a white lens on this one as well because we want mica for some of the upcoming recipes for the environmental tech. So let's take a look at what this thing is used in. Chemical reactor, mica. And maybe we can put U on there. There we go. Yes, so lightning rod controller tier 3. Okay, it's used for the lightning rod and the top tier of the solar panel. And void ore miner. Yeah, the tier 3 of those, tier 3 and tier 4 of those. Okay, so it's used in some of the more advanced recipes here. So that's what I want to get going for this. I don't really care about other stuff that might be showing up here. See, we've already got some mica. And then this thing, how are we doing here? Got some dimensional shard ore already. Awesome. So given that we've got some interesting things already coming in, we're probably going to have a problem with storage very soon. But let me just throw a few more chests on here, and then I'll upgrade those to diamond chests or something like that off camera. But anyway, that completes our project for this episode. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave those down in the comment section down below. And if you did enjoy, a like is always appreciated. But, if you want to be sure to get notified of all the videos coming out this year, 2017. So welcome to the new year, by the way. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below the video here, and you'll be notified. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.